Sound checks, sound checks. Alright, let's get this blasted on Twitter and Discord. And let's get this blasted everywhere we can. Make this as much as we can. Just get as many viewers and eyeballs as we can. Destiny.g. All right. Let's close this. Let's hide the player. All right, so as the stream gets going here, let's load up my prison, the Citadel. Yeah, let's go ahead and load her up. See how we're doing. Nice cup of coffee. Pretty good evening. Just want to welcome everybody to the stream. Let's see what we got. Intake. Prisoners aren't coming in for a day, so raise your capacity. Hire a psychologist requires an office. Yeah, I fucked this one up, so we've got to dismantle it. So building the prison's one thing that I need help with, but managing the prison, I want to see what I can do here. All right. For those of you in the stream, very happy to have you guys here. Hope your guys' stay is office desk, chair and filing cabinet. I hate it when I have to get all this stuff. Chair, we'll put the filing cabinet. And let's hire a staff psychologist. Boom. Grant completed. Beautiful. So we got a psychologist here. Well, yeah, my prisoners aren't here yet. That's why. Let's go see another grant we can get here. Yeah, let's do visitation rights. I want to get that one out of the way to keep these guys happy. I get those rooms. So this yard door goes into the canteen. So let's put another door here because I want more yard access and more kitchen access. I'll have to build another canteen, but that's okay. Another kitchen. This is just going to be for my intake guys. So let's go ahead and build a door here. We're going to do a Am I blowing up on Twitter again? Moment of biggest fear in my career. Holy shit. That's a good one. I think I'm gonna have to go with the first riot that I was a part of, and I heard the gunshots from the tower go off, because that was crazy. Because first off, it was a riot, right? And I was working in a different yard, so I had to run over to the yard, and but the time it takes me to run from one yard to another, by the time you get there, the riot should be over. However, it wasn't. It was a big riot. So I get there and it's still going on. They're still shuttling us in, and then we hear boom, boom, two gunshots, and they echo through the yard. And I was like, "Oh my god, like this is it." And I did not have that much time in, so um, that was probably the biggest fear I've ever had. Was like, "Oh wow, this is it. Like this is the riot. This is the crazy shit that people have been talking about." So yeah, that's a good question. That, and I've also I got gassed once with urine, and I didn't know if the inmate had any type of disease, and that was like the last thing you want to get is some type of disease from these guys. So that was that was tough. That was pretty tough. Any prisoner that you thought should be free. Um, See, that's a tough one because I didn't like to read a lot into the guys' cases unless they were a high profile inmate. So so I couldn't tell most of the time. Um, but the problem was I worked at a level 4 supermax prison in California. So most of the guys there, even if they were innocent, they weren't innocent for very long because they usually end up committing crimes in prison to get sent to my prison. So they turned out to not be great guys. So the rough answer is I never found one. If that's the best answer to your question. Youth authority, though, actually no. Let me change that. When I worked in the youth authority, yes, there were some kids there that I thought didn't belong there. Well, at least didn't belong in a youth prison. They needed some other type of treatment. They needed yeah, they needed something else other than being locked up in a youth prison. Let's build another cell block here. So I've got this kitchen here that can serve this canteen. So actually, no, the offices are there. Let's build a cell block up here. and I want the cell block to be very secure. Most heinous crime I knew of. Well, I mean, I've met Scott Peterson before. I don't know if you know who Scott Peterson is. The guy who killed his 8-month-old pregnant wife. I've met Big Lurch, Antron Singleton. He killed a girl and ate parts of her when he was high on PCP. But one crime that really kind of shocked me was there was this one porter that I worked with, and he said the worst thing I think I've ever heard in my life was he said, I 6-packed this girl. And what he did was he took his hand, inserted it inside of her, and pulled out what he could. That made me want to puke. And I'm just like, dude, you were like such a nice guy to talk to, and that's what you did? Like, that's horrible. It's pretty bad. All right, so this cell block is going to have yard access. Actually, son of a bitch. I'm going to have to build another canteen over to the right of it. That's okay. That's okay. Let's just build a wall. And let's build a door. Let's do a large jail door here. Those are some good questions, actually. Really good questions. No, I didn't want to do that. So this is going to be a cell block. So what was the most creative weapon you saw? That's a good one. Got a couple. I mean, you've probably seen the guys that make the zip guns, right? They're able to get bullets, and they make these zip guns. But the most creative weapon I saw was this kid. He was able to take the motor out of a CD-ROM drive from one of our staff computers, and he turned it into a tattoo gun. He used that motor to make it into a tattoo gun. But then what he did was he took all of the thumbtack needles and was able to make it almost like a nail gun with it. It didn't do much, but when we found it, one of the staff members pressed it and almost shot himself in the eye because he didn't know what the fuck it was. He was like, "What the hell?" And then it turned and boom, almost shot him. It went around him, almost shot himself in the eye. So MacGyver, yeah. Definitely a MacGyver kid. How did I get into my job? Good question. Well, remember, I'm no longer a prison guard anymore, but it was 2008-ish, and the economy was failing, and I had graduated college not too long before then, and I needed a job, and there just wasn't any jobs anywhere. So it was, it was one of those things where it wasn't, it was not pleasant. It just wasn't. It wasn't pleasant, and I wasn't making any money, and yeah, I wasn't making any money, and I needed a good career. And in California, it pays really well. It's a really good job in California. You ever feel like quitting? I did. About 4 years into it, I didn't quit. I transferred to a headquarters position, no longer, peace officer status. So yeah, to answer your question, yeah, that was um yeah, I did feel like quitting. I did quit. I did feel like quitting, and I did quit, and I'm glad I did because, um, if I didn't quit, I would be I was miserable. I was just completely miserable. You know, so yeah, it is what it is. Life goes on. So I'm gonna have the doors out here. Let's build another wall. Last one, scariest individual I ever met. Oh, scariest individual I ever met. That is a great question. Um, Probably one of the old school BG guys that did the San Quentin. They were one of the San Quentin 6 guys. Those guys were fucking. They killed staff members. So when I first remember seeing them on the yard, I didn't even work at the prison that they were at. Um, I yeah, I wanted nothing to do with them. I wanted nothing to do with them. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. But don't feel free to ask as many as you want, man. I really appreciate you kicking the uh, you kicking the stream off right, man. I really do. This is gonna take a while. Actually, hold on a sec. Thoughts on the death penalty? I am against the death penalty. I am against the death penalty, and I'll tell you why I'm against the death penalty. Because it's not effective. I don't think. I don't think it's very effective. I think that it is. It's not equally applied. What the hell? Why is this not working? It's not equally applied, and if we make a mistake, we can't fix it. So that's my thoughts on that. I completely botched this cell block. Completely botched this cell block. Shows how good I am at building stuff. No canteens. Yeah, I'll build you a canteen. All right. Did I ever envy prison food? When I worked at the youth prison, the food was all cooked from scratch, and it was actually pretty fucking good. Like I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty tasty. So yeah, it was pretty tasty. The 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 other prison food in the adult prison, don't touch that with a 10-foot pole, man. Just don't. It's fucking horrible. Because the adult side prison food, I should have mentioned this. The adult side prison food, uh, they make it 2 weeks in advance and they freeze it. And the reason why is so that way they don't have to cook all the time. They just make it 2 weeks ahead. They make big batches and they freeze it. So it's just horrible. This has got to be one of the worst cell blocks I think I've ever seen in my life. This is fucking horrible. Did I ever see any change in heart from some of the prisoners? The youth ones, yes, just because they were young enough to realize that they fucked up. The adult side ones, a lot of them were still trying to actively fight their cases, and that was kind of tough to like deal with because it was like, yeah, it was kind of like, yeah, it's going to be hard for you to kind of deal with that because we just don't let people off that easy. It's really hard to overturn stuff, and so a lot of them had that kind of feeling like, hey, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Some of them, yay. Some of them, kind of, but for the most part, no. Most part, no. Especially, well, like I said, because I worked in such a high security prison, it just didn't happen because these guys were already either hardcore gangbangers. Any sort of development of character, really. I mean, obviously, a lot of them had to develop work ethic skills because they're required to have a job, and that was a change for a lot of them because a lot of them were dealing drugs or just not doing anything, right? So they 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 had to kind of get used to that. Like, hey, I got to get up and work 5 days a week. So you saw they had a better work ethic, and they kind of realized, hey, I got to work because they needed money so they can go to the canteen and buy, cupcakes and shit. Funniest thing that ever happened. Oh, which there's a long list of stuff. Okay. So there is a ritual that happens whenever one of your buddies are promoted to sergeant, and what ends up happening is you want to kind of celebrate him being promoted by playing a little prank on him. Playing a little prank on him. And that prank, so one thing that inmates like to do is it's called papering up. Okay? And what that entails is inmates essentially not cooperating with staff members. That's way too many walls. So they paper up, right? And in doing so, we can't see inside their cell, and that's a security issue, right? So they paper up, and that's a horrible cell block. So we can't see inside their cell. So what you're doing with the sergeant is to play a prank on him. You find your unit. A lot of the times, there was always an open cell. So what we would do is we would paper up this open cell. And we would tell the sergeant, hey, man, this guy's papered up. You got to go up there and talk to him. So we'll take the paper down so we can see him. And he he goes over there and tries to talk to him. Of course, nobody's there, right? So he's talking to nobody. And he's like, come on. And then the control cop who's controlling all the cell doors starts cracking open the door for no reason, right? Scaring the crap out of the sergeant because he's like, what are you opening the door for? We don't know if this guy's got a weapon or how pissed off he is or blah, 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 right? So we start cracking open the door and he's like, no. And we shut the door. And we finally tell the control cop, okay, open the door the whole way. And he opens the door the whole way. And the sergeant, I'll just call him John, pulls out his pepper spray and is ready to pepper spray this inmate who's about to possibly attack him, and there's no one in there. And it's became like a rite of passage to do that. And that's just one little prank that we pulled. That was kind of funny. Other funny things that happened. Oh shit. I mean, we used to prank call each other all the time. Um, and we would get guys to think like, "Hey, it's the warden." It's like, "Oh god, the warden's freaking here. What the hell do we do?" God, I should stop building this cell block. I should just um so I have to think more, but remind me again. Any guards that should have lost their job? Fuck. Let's just say the best and the brightest don't become prison guards. And I'm not saying I'm not the best and the brightest. I was a college graduate trying to make my way, but let's just say that let's just say that that there's a lot of stuff that goes on that shouldn't go on. I knew that question was probably going to come up, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes on that makes me sick. Um, a lot of it has to do with what we call the code of silence, and I'll leave it at that. Not to leave you hanging on that question, but it's like too many, just too many, too much crap. Just not enough power. Craziest backstories? Are you talking about backstories from staff or backstories from inmates? Either. Um, I mean, there was one youth whose dad used to um, pimp him out, and that's what ended up getting him like locked up, right? Because he was getting pimped out by his dad, and he was just, just a an inmate that was really really tough to deal with because of that, and he had issues, man. That was not a pleasant thing. And then you have the guys, you got a lot of the guys that came from, a lot of the Crips from L.A. had pretty bad backstories only because, um, they just didn't have dads, man. That's the thing. That's one thing I'll say is like I agree with like a lot of conservatives on is they just need freaking dads, man. They do. If they had dads, it would make things easier. Do I think that Star Wars is too politically correct and has that destroyed the franchise? I will admit that um, that I have not seen any of the new Star Wars movies. I can't believe I'm publicly admitting that. I was gonna watch the first one on Netflix, even though I had access to it. I haven't seen them, so I don't know um, what they're doing in terms of being politically correct. So I can't answer that question. Oh yeah, the Sly Nine. Yeah, thanks, man. I finally got it all fixed up and worked up, man. I'm pretty happy, pretty stoked to actually be playing. Hopefully, I don't fuck this up. What was the what was the most you related to a prisoner? There were prisoners that I knew that were from the neighborhood not the neighborhood, but from the town that I was in, and I knew that I could have been just like them, in a lot of ways. Because they we go to some of the same schools that I didn't know them from before, but they went to the same schools as I did. They were from my neck of the woods. Like this guy could have been like my friend, and yeah. So it's tough to deal with that when you see someone that that was tough to listen to his story and kind of yeah. I'll leave it at that. What about She-Ra, the new one? Do you think that is currently destroyed by social justice warriors because of the PC stuff in it? What about She-Ra? I don't know what you're talking about, She-Ra. Hello, ICXD. How you doing, brother? Welcome to the stream, man. So glad to have you here, man. So glad to have you here. And thank you for the follow, ICXD, man. Really appreciate the follow, bro. Hope you enjoy the stream, man. Remember, I do have a Discord if you guys want to join in too. But yeah, welcome to the stream, man. He-Man, She-Ra, He-Man sister. I think I might have heard about that. Oh, hey, Third Worlds. Thank you for the follow, bro. Really appreciate it, man. Welcome to the Havoc Squad. I haven't been following She-Ra and He-Man's, man. I'm sorry, bro. But to answer your generic question, because I know where this is kind of going in terms of all that, like the whole PC stuff. Honestly, it's just one of those things that, hey, whoever controls Hollywood controls the narrative, and that's the way it is, and that's what they want to do, and that's what they want to do. I think it's time though, because after a while it's like kind of boring to see the same old stories, the same old folks. Doing decent. Wonder what was the most funny thing that happened while being on guard. I actually have a new story. Somebody asked me a very similar story, but I have a new one. So there was an escape once from our minimum support camp, and let's make a kitchen here and a canteen. I probably should have made this bigger. So we had an escape, and it was from the minimum support camp, so it was just an easy fence to hop over, right? So obviously everyone gets pulled off. It was 9 o'clock, right? Shift ends at 10 at night. I get pulled off 9 o'clock to go, handle this shit. And we're trying to we're getting our stuff ready. We're getting our weapons. We're getting our vans, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, I got to call my girl, who's now my wife, and get this kind of squared away. So I call my girl, and by now it's all over the news, right? Because they've got the scanners, right? And it's in a major town, right? In a major town in California, everyone knows. People with a day off already knew about it at that point. So I'm like, hey, honey, I'm not going to be home. This is going to be escape, but don't worry, I got a gun. And I hung up, and I never called her back until 9 o'clock the next morning on my way home. But as we're in this escape, right? Mind you, by this time, we own the town when this happens, right? We've got vehicles all over the place. We've probably got 30 vehicles patrolling the immediate area. And he didn't get that far because he tried to carjack somebody. So we get there, right? We start looking around. We're moving around, and we are running red lights, and we're bumping into other people from other yards that we hadn't seen in a couple of months, and just shooting this shit. And all of a sudden, we hear potential sighting, and we're at this Taco Bell, right? We're trying to eat because we're fucking starving, right? And some asshat with a chicken burrito bumps into me. And those fucking chicken burritos from fucking Taco Bell, right? They've got all this kind of... I am covered in... the fucking chicken burrito fairy just humped me. Covered in chicken burrito. And I had to sit in this from 10 o'clock at night until 9 o'clock the next morning in chicken burrito. And it wasn't even a legit sighting. So we got off our ass for nothing. But there was some funny stuff going on that night in the escape, because we're running around with our guns. We just owned the town because people were pulling over to us because they saw that we had our lights on and we were marked vehicles. I felt like a legit cop for once in my life, but I care about that anymore. All right, back to chat. Any memories I'd like to forget? I'd like to forget most of the 4 years that I was a prison guard. I'd like to forget most of it, to be honest with you. Um, yeah, there were some good times, but I'd like to forget most of it. Obviously, getting gassed. Obviously, all those really tough nights where, um, you're getting held over and all this kind of stuff, and you're not seeing your family, and you're missing weekends and holidays, because you're not working regular people hours. Um, so those are the things I'd like to forget. Let's go back to chat here. Yeah, make it one interrogate an empty cell. What do prisons need the most from the government? What do prisons need the most from the government? That's an interesting question. I don't think they need anything from the government other than just the ability to experiment. I think because the government, obviously, when you have government and budgets and things of that nature, things are kind of set in stone, and it's really hard to change something. So I think the ability to experiment and the ability to, just kind of, just kind of, like I said, the ability to spend money a little bit more frequently, not frequently. That's not right. Just the ability to have, like I said, the ability to have funds available to do some type of pilot programs and have the ability to not have to wait for the bureaucratic stranglehold to do stuff, right? Um, what interesting prison slang? Oh, so if there's an inmate that is not on his best behavior with you and you don't like him anymore and you're not going to be nice to him or do favors for him, he's called ass out status or ass out. Like Tomlinson is ass out with me, so I'm not going to even talk to him. Shit, there's so much prison lingo. Fuck, so much prison lingo. If you look up prison lingo, most of that's true. uh, but yeah, ass out's probably my favorite one because I say it, even now my wife says it now because like you're ass out with me today. Like don't I'm done with you today. Cooker and a fridge. Why would they put a fence that dude can climb over in a prison? Would they have thought that out? The problem with that was it was a minimum security. So a minimum security level 1 only needs a fence. And I think it was a barbed wire fence that you could just throw a blanket over. That's why he was able to escape. But he was a level 1 guy. So he was a non-violent guy, but he still wanted to escape. Does it need power, this place? God damn. Fucking needy ass power station. There we go. Let there be freaking gasoline. Or electricity. God damn, what the hell am I talking about? Alright, back to chat. Any inmate geniuses? There was one guy, his name was Panda. He was an Asian guy. Big fat Asian dude. Dude had like a fucking PhD and not a PhD. He had a master's in computer science. He just got hooked up with the wrong crowd and like this Asian gang in Orange County. But he was like a freaking software engineer, but just got hooked up with the wrong crowd. He just wanted to have a little bit too much fun. The guy was fucking brilliant though. We basically let him pretty much have free reign on. Not free reign. I'm sorry, that's the wrong word. He was in charge of a lot of computer equipment and things of that nature. What happened to the snitches? uh, so there was this trend in California that they're trying to stop. Is they have these things called SNY yards, or special needs yards. Um, and Whoa, what happened here? You guys see me? Can you guys still see my video? Webcam went out. Yep. All right. Let's see what happened here. Can you guys still hear me? All I did was unplug my cell phone. All right, 1 second, guys. I'm gonna switch webcams here. That's weird. All I did was unplug my cell phone from a charger. All right, let's try something different here. Let's use the other webcam, my laptop's webcam. There we go. Haha, we're back. Webcam works. All right, we're back. All right, keep firing away, guys. Keep firing away. Yep. You can see and hear me. Beautiful. Beautiful. Why isn't this power station working? All right, I gotta see when my inmates are getting in here. Three hours. Holy shit. So what happened to the rats and stitches? Oh, okay, my bad. So they created these things called SNY yards in select institutions back in like the late 90s, right? To deal with all the guys that had to snitch out. And it turns out that a lot of inmates ended up becoming snitches and ended up becoming what we call SNY inmates. So much so to the point where now we have to kind of get rid of that and stuff like that. But most of the time, if you get caught, you usually just what they call PC up, protective custody up, and they end up leaving. It's not like before where they almost always get killed. Yeah, it just doesn't play out that way. Why isn't my water working? Sorry, my wife's walking through. Any female inmate guard relationships? Yes. Too many to count. And it's horrendous when it happens. Horrendous when it happens, unfortunately. Am I a father? Yes, I am. I am a father. I have a son, one son. Oh, thank you. Thank you. He's 21 months now. So, yeah. Appreciate that, man. If you guys are not thinking about becoming fathers, you should. It's a pretty amazing experience. So I've got some cells for them to go into. Kitchen, canteen. See, so these guys, this block has a place to eat and a place to party. But I fucked up and I didn't give them an easy entrance to this yard. So why isn't this water pump working? Fuck it, let's just build another one here. I'll deal with it later. And it needs power. Oldest inmate? Ooh. Well, I would if somebody loves me. Oh, you'll find love, man. Don't you worry. You'll find love. It's not that hard. Oldest inmate. By the time most of these guys get to like their 70s or 80s, they usually get so sick that they end up going on parole anyways. They usually end up I haven't seen an inmate older than like 70 or 80, honestly. Like upper 70s at best. Prison economy. Okay, so I've got some interesting. So when I worked at one of the youth prisons, it was one of the youth prisons, right? And it was a hygiene based economy. And the reason why was because you got these young kids and they're trying to impress, right? So it was a hygiene based economy, like body wash, perfume. This was youth authority, right? You get to the adult prison and it's items, it's canteen. It's like there are guys that were bald that would have hair grease because they knew they could use it to play pinochle with, right? Anything that you could sell cash was okay, but it didn't really make a difference. You needed actual trade goods like canteen, like snacks, things of that nature. It's too young for me to get into a seriously intimate relationship. Yeah, take your time, dude. Take your time. I didn't have my first kid till I was 33, so take your time. I didn't get married till I was 32. No, I was 32 when I got married. It was 33 when I had my kid. Use it to play what with? Pinochle. So they would take hair grease, right? And that was their buy-in to play pinochle cards with, right? Because they play cards all the time. Why am I not getting fucking power here? Has any of my prison got power? None of my prison has power right now. What in the hell? How much power stations do I have to build? Don't forget to reset the switch on the power box. You have way too many power stations. You need more transistor units. That's what I needed. Thank you so much. Fuck me. Where the hell are they? I need transistor units? Sorry, I'm really new to this game. Where the hell are the transistor units?
I'm coming through left.
Alright, come on in. Love you. Did the prisons you guard have good living conditions? Not really, no. It was level 4 Supermax, 180 design, tiny cells, all concrete. It was shit. Absolute shit. Transistor units. Where the hell are the transistor units? You should use big water pipes out of the main and then smaller ones from the main. But yeah, I figured I should probably do that. That's probably why I'm not getting any fucking power. Where the hell are the transistor units? In the utility panel. Yeah, here's utilities. Capacitor. Cable. Power switch. Pipe valve. Water pump. CCTV. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I'll just stick a bunch of capacitors next to it. There we go. 1:45 a.m. Hey, Night ICXD, man. Thank you so much for joining the stream, man. Hope to see you again soon, bro. Biggest, strongest inmates? You had some big guys in there. You had some, 6'2", 320-pound guys. But in 2003, Gray Davis toured one of the prisons and said that these guys were too big, and got rid of all the weights so they could only use like dip bars and pull-up bars. So they didn't get like big. They weren't like big muscle guys no more. Click the power station unit, then click turn on. Oh. Switch on. Oh. Thank you so much for that. I'm so thankful you were in there to tell me what to do, man. Fucking hell. What the hell happened? Alright, we'll just leave it there. Won't touch any more stuff. Where are my inmates at? Why do my shit keeps going off? Biggest waste of talent. There was this one guy, I can't remember his name. He made news. He was a Silicon Valley guy. He ended up killing his wife. He was like a millionaire. And he was like this really smart guy. And, so, really, really smart guy. Why does my shit keep going off? They're being overloaded. You have too much draw, so I just need more stations, huh? The bar next to the power unit, the small skinny one, shows available power. More capacitors on your station. Yep, beautiful. Thank you. I should have built these too close. It's the one part I don't like about this game. Good thing I got unlimited funds and I got gang warfare set up. Most insane inmate. Fuck, dude. Too many to count, bro. Too many to count. This is one guy. His name was Valenzuela. He was a southern guy. He was like he was around my age. But this guy, he scared the shit out of me. He just scared the fucking shit out of me. And because he was so good at making weapons, right? And every time he stabbed somebody, like he was almost always in lockup. But every time he'd stab somebody, it was a fucking righteous stabbing. I'd recommend moving those power stations that you have abutted to each other because it block space you could put capacity. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Like these ones here. Let's see if I can move this one. Let's move it here. Let's get more capacitors. Man, this is fucking hard. You can double click an item to move it, yeah. Another tip, there are prefab building plans under quick. Yeah, I was doing some prefab. Medical kitchen, staff room, shower, common room, utility room, classroom. Yeah, I'm going to get there. This prison's kind of like a test one to see how good I actually am at this, but this is fucking hard, man. All right. Where are my inmates at? Oh, they here? Where the heck are my inmates? I think you've got way too many. If you use the utility shed one, it gives you a building with everything properly spaced out. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it looks like shit, man. It looks like shit. God, I suck. Scariest weapons. I mean, just the really sharp ones. They took the oven rods. Like, you know how you have like an oven that has that grill to put stuff on. They were able to get one of those rods, and they would sharpen it to the point where it wasn't like an arrow. It was like this really long, sharp thing that could go inside of you. And they had the Southerners making these sabers, right? They would take like these metal pans that you'd see in like a kitchen, and take the side of it, and it's this really thick piece of metal, and it's got this really sharp curved edge, and they would tape it up to where it was kind of like up against their arm, so that way when they went like this, it would just slash. Those ones are scary. Yeah, I hope so. Everything seems to be going fine. Where are my inmates? Where are they? On my stream, I've loaded up my prison from yesterday. You see me working on. Yeah, yeah. Let me check that out when I get a chance. Where'd my inmates go? They're here. Where are they? I should know. If you look, you can see you have 3 power stations for a giant area. Yeah. I only have 3. Yeah. It's because you're better at me at this game. This is just me trying to get started here. Where the hell are my inmates? Yeah. I made these small cells because I wanted them to feel like they were in a citadel, and then if they behaved well, which they won't because I turned on volatile prisons, we're going to have to crack down on these guys. But where the hell are they, though? Oh, you're trying to save your money in space? Yeah. uh, trying to make it as entertaining as possible, man. uh, trying to save me money. I'm trying to punish these guys. Into prison you go. Where did my prisoners go? You can do what I did and forget to turn off prisoner intake. Now, intake is on. I just don't know where the hell they are. I got another intake in 18 hours. I've got 8 inmates, but where the hell are they? So I've almost caught up with 300 prisoners they delivered. Oh, fuck. 300, bro. How do you manage all that? Biggest misconception civilians have. I hate using the term civilian. I would say the biggest misconception that civilians have is that prison is always this really, like, unsafe, like, careful how I say this, that it's not just a regular job at times. Like, at times, nothing's happening. It's just fucking boredom most of the time. Probably 85-90% of the time, you're fucking bored. The stuff you see on TV happens, once in a blue moon, depending upon the prison. I mean, I was at a pretty active prison. I was using force at least once a week. But I would say that it's not all Hollywood, right? It's just fucking boring. Twiddling your thumbs, watching them at yard, doing, taking care of them, all that stuff. I put most of them in temporary holding bays. Yeah, oh, fuck. Yeah, holding cell. Here you go. Here's bread and water. Scariest job you had to do. Scariest job? Probably the one time I was called into Facility B's observation tower, which is the person who's most likely to shoot. And it was at a time where there was a lot of unrest between the Southerners and the blacks. So there was, I did not want to be in that observation tower because if it kicked off, I'd be the one shooting. And I just didn't want to be in that situation. I didn't want to shoot anybody. I didn't want to be involved. I'd rather be on the ground floor on a riot, only because I think it's funner. But being in an observation tower, you have such a responsibility because you've got to protect all the staff. You've got the gun. You're probably going to shoot. I mean, it's, yeah, it's pretty bad. All right. Fuck, this is where I should have put a visitation room. Man, my prison sucks balls. This is the worst prison ever. Goriest thing you saw? I mean, I had to sit in on a surgery once for an inmate, a colon cancer surgery, because when an inmate goes to the hospital, you have to be with him the whole time. I couldn't leave his sight, so I had to glove up and sterilize and gown up and everything with the gun, with everything, and sit there and watch a guy get his most of his colon removed. And I had to watch it. I was right there. And the smells, man, holy shit. But I don't know, I wouldn't call that as gory as in prison. In prison gory, I would say probably the first stabbing I saw, there was so much freaking blood, right? And part of the guy's guts was hanging out because it was a slasher weapon. He got stabbed like 50 times, but he had gotten slashed and his guts was hanging out. And there was so much blood that in the gurney, the blood was sloshing. Like you can hear blood sloshing in this gurney underneath this guy. So blood and guts and all that stuff. So that was pretty bad. Also, if you plan stuff a bit out more, you can use the planning tab. Yeah, I was trying to do that and I was getting impatient because my stream wasn't working and I was tired. I've got a bunch of coffee in me right now. So, yeah, I was going to do that, but I'm just like, let me just build a little prison and have a good stream. So I do want to get better at this game, though. I'm learning a lot right now. I'm learning a lot from you, and I'm learning a lot from just fucking up. So bad one. I know, bad warden. Fire me, axe me. Uh, Anything you learn about human nature? Oh fuck! I learned a lot about law enforcement culture. Um, I learned, but in terms of human nature, everyone lies, everyone steals, everyone's out for themselves in every capacity, inmate, prisoner, administrator. I also learned that this whole law enforcement culture is nothing but a toxic cesspool of just, you know, it's not good. It's not good. I'm not a big fan of the law enforcement culture because I saw what they were capable of doing. How did I get through the day? It depends on where I was on my shift. If I was working in the psychiatric services unit, the day went by fast because you get there at 2 o'clock and you got to run showers and then counts at 4 and then chow time and then group. So you got to escort all these guys and PSU's 2-on-1 escorts with leg irons. So you're fucking busy up until like 7 o'clock. So those days went by pretty fast unless you had a problem and then something would happen. But like how I got through the day that were boring, I used to chew tobacco. That got me through a lot of the days. Just chewing tobacco, having mindless conversations with people, talking about sports, talking with the inmates. Sometimes I'd talk to the inmates. I'd just go up to their cells and start shooting the shit just to pass the time. Any big regrets? Ooh, fuck. I got asked that question on a career day that I'd volunteered for, and I would say, obviously, if I would travel back in time, I could tell myself, like, don't freaking do it. Because you're not going to be, it's a freaking horrible 4 years of your life. But I'd say probably the biggest regret was I didn't, I wasn't smart about my career. I just walked in thinking I was just going to be a prison guard. And I didn't realize that you can promote, even though I did lateral out and go to headquarters, I didn't promote. I didn't make myself I just wanted to be just a good prison guard and just make my money and come home and play video games all day. Ooh, the Sly 9. Thank you for the raid, brother. So I didn't play the game. I didn't play the game and make myself more I don't want to say palatable. Let me rephrase that. I could have had a different career path that might have been a little bit easier in a lot of ways, but I didn't do that. I just wanted to walk and be a prison guard, and I had other things that I wanted to do. It's just something I wanted to do from 8 hours and then come home, play video games, and do what I wanted to do. So I could have made my time easier there, but I didn't. So those are my big regrets. Upload a clip of you, so maybe this will blow up in a few. I appreciate that. Where'd you upload that to? All right, where the hell did my inmates go? Poor up. Oh. I'm glad we were able to get some viewers here in stream. Give me 30 seconds. I gotta do a switch over on my laundry. I know that's lame, but I gotta get it done or I won't have workout clothes tomorrow. So 30 seconds, I'll be right back. Don't leave. I'm back. All right. Worst practices by inmates. Oh, fuck, dude. You're gonna have to narrow that one down a little bit. Worst practices. Yeah, you're gonna have to narrow that one down a little bit for me. That's like saying, what's the worst thing a rat can do, right? Rat can do so many bad things. This stream, guys, tonight is brought to you by Diet A&W. Most disgusting conditions I saw. Well, you have those inmates, right, that are mental health inmates that never want to shower, that get yeast infections and, don't wipe their ass properly. That like to smear shit and blood and vomit all over their cells. I cannot tell you how bad that smells. I can't tell you. Like, I have a pretty strong will, and there was times where I almost wanted to puke, and I'm really strong. And there were times like when I worked in my unit, I would have Vicks Vapor Rub, and I would just stick it in my nose and breathe out my mouth the whole day. Somebody help me find out where the fuck my inmates are. How do I find them? They're here, but they're gone. Did they escape? They couldn't have escaped. They would come in reception, right? Oh, wait. Oh, they're still on the bus. That's not good. How do I unload the fucking bus? Do you know what a man pawn is? Guessing a man's tampon? I guess. Do I know what a man's tampon is? Anyway, so as we're doing the AMA, I do have some things I do want to touch on. I don't know if you guys have seen that that movie Where to Invade Next, and they talk about their prison system and things of that nature. How do I unload the prison bus? Is a big ass wad of tissues put in your bum after sex. Just wondered if you've seen one while working in prison. Heard of it beyond Scare Straight. You've heard of a Fifi before, right? It's a glove, latex glove that they shove with like Vaseline or lotion or whatever, and they cover it with a sock. So it's like a sock and then a latex glove and then Vaseline or whatever in there, and that's what they use to masturbate with. And they heat it up in the microwave a little bit. So I've seen those before. Oh, that's what I did. I fucking built the walls too close to the road. Fuck my life. Worst part of the daily routine? Um, good question. Good question. I would probably say when I was in PSU, I hated group because we had to escort quite a few inmates, and it was always tough because certain inmates couldn't be around certain inmates because they would be talking shit, or whatever, and you couldn't really keep them around each other. So you have to escort 12 guys. Two of them couldn't be around. One guy couldn't be around this guy. This guy couldn't be around this guy. These guys are on leg iron status. So it was just like it was like a hodgepodge trying to figure out how to escort these guys efficiently to their group sessions, their group therapy sessions. So that was pretty hard. How did race work? I'm getting to bed after this question. Prison isn't about street gangs, it's about race. In California, you have the whites who pretty much all follow the Aryan Brotherhood, um, or the Nazi lowriders. But they're all pretty much the same. You have the blacks are kind of semi-divided. You have the Crips, the Bloods, then you have the Kumis or the 415ers, the Bay Area guys. But most of the time, they just end up kind of uniting just out of necessity. Then you have the Hispanics. They're cut in half. You get the Northerners and the Southerners. They're always at war and they're very dangerous. So certain prisons have to isolate races, but they can't do that anymore. We got sued. So some inmates are deemed racially eligible, um, which means that they can sell with any member of any race whatsoever, right? Um, and some people are not racially eligible. So I hope that kind of answers your question a little bit. But yeah. And HC, go to bed, man. I know you're tired, but man, thank you so much for joining the stream today, bro. Really appreciate it. Appreciate the clip as well. Show me where to. Is it on? Is it going to be on your Twitch channel? I guess. If not, I'll check it out. I lied. This is the last one. Any inmate who broke my expectations? Broke my expectations. That's an interesting question. Um, yes, but it had a lot to do with medication. So this is one inmate. Couldn't go a single day without this guy yelling and screaming and pounding on his door. And then they put him on lithium. And I just thought he'd never be a fucking, you know, um, I just thought he'd never be an inmate worth talking to. Um, or worth dealing with. And they put him on lithium and they became a fucking angel. So he broke my expectations in a good way. Like, holy shit, this guy's a fucking angel, but he was on lithium. So, I guess hopefully that answers your question. But yeah, keep them coming, man. If you got any more, man, just DM me or something. Let's hire some more guards here. All right. Have a good night, bro, man. Really appreciate it, man. Yeah, see if I can search this guy. Get him off the damn bus. Sly 9, if you're still here, man, how do I get this guy off the damn bus? I can't get my prisoners off this damn bus. They're stuck on the bus. That's where my guys were, my initial intake were, and they're starving and they gotta pee and they need drugs. See, look there. See, look, he's still in there, so I have no clue how to get this guy out. I'll get these 8 guys out. I think I might have put this stuff too close. Hover over your holding cell. Everything seems fine. Let me jump on Discord. Alright, I'm in the lounge. Alright. See what I can do here. I think I'm too close to this goddamn wall. This is really embarrassing. I can't even get my prisoners out. Got a prison guard. Can't even get prisoners into prison. What's going on, bro?
Check, check, check. Can you hear me?
Oh, there you are. What's going on, man?
Because you're going to echo like crazy if I don't.
You're kind of breaking up a hair.
Oh, much better.
There we go. What's going on, bro?
I look at is be arriving. I can send you my prison just to put in stuff the exports and
You're breaking up big time, bro. Oh, wait, the inmates just got out. How do I get them in? Oh, this guy's gonna die. Oh, looks like I'm finally getting him in.
Is it?
Let me build another bathroom for these guys.
Still breaking up?
Seems like you're a little better now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still breaking up. Fuck. Damn. Let's get more guards here.
I'm not sure why it's breaking up, dude.
Oh, no worries. Looks like I'm able to get them in. There's like one guy left, or two guys left that haven't gotten. But my deliveries are backing up, and the other buses here. Can't figure out why they're all backed up. Wait, did one of my guards got murdered? One of my guards got murdered. What the fuck? What the fuck? They just left him in there. He's just sleeping. That's it. Permanent lockdown for you. Delete the walls around your garbage, your exports, and your imports area. Okay. Get this dead guard out of here. Sorry. Just throw him on a truck or something. Get rid of him. Really appreciate your help, though, Sly 9, man. I really do. Alright, so I actually put a wall here. Anyways. It's amazing the power of the internet, man. You get people to come help you out, man. It's incredible. I love it. I love it so much, man. I'm so thankful. Yeah. Internet will troll you. I've got to unload. I've got so many deliveries, but like, why? Why do I have so many deliveries? I mean, I did put fast deliveries, but man. Is there a way I can unload this stuff faster? I guess I'm going to have to start building. In your Discord, I just dropped you a picture. You can see some of what I did in my current prison. Okay, perfect. Wow. That is fucking sick. If you guys aren't in the Legends of the Havoc Squad Discord, there's a holy shit. Or you could see a stream too. He streamed. That's fucking sick. It's because of my accessibility. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to scratch this prison, but I think I'll just keep it going as much as I can for right now. But because I just didn't start it off for, well, I didn't realize I couldn't build it too close. Yeah, you gave yourself a lot of space, and that's where I fucked myself. Damn. Oh well. Where the hell are my inmates? Yeah, fuck you, Jackson. You're on lockdown permanently. Yeah, I'm only on day 4. Yeah. I know some people go longer. This is just what's crazy. It's like I've got all this freaking all this stuff, and you know, Sauce Baby. That's a new one. I just don't know why this is taking so long to unload. I could just restart it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Thinking I should just restart and just start from scratch here. See if we can get back on track. I just save it for right now. Save this atrocity. And let's create a new prison. Where is my deliveries area? Exports, garbage. Deliveries is right here. It's just covered in boxes right now. I just don't know why it's not being. It's just stacking up. Like they're not unloading the trucks or nothing. You are my go-to prison architect streamer, as it reminds me of the years I spent in Boy Scouts until they got rid of Dylan, and that seriously makes me want to get counseling for my depression. Uh. uh. I needed that one tonight, bro. I've had such a rough week. I needed that so much. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. The reason why is probably because it's way too small. Yeah, it's just the one that they started. Maybe I should just made it bigger. So I think we're just gonna have to start all over. I'd recommend minimum grid 10 by 15 for deliveries. Yeah, I'll probably have to like space it out. So I started right smack dab in the center. All right, so we're gonna restart here. Pretend like it never happened. All right, even though we've been streaming for an hour and a half, so it did happen. But none of y'all have long memories, do you? Anybody have long memories? For each of them, for garbage exports and deliveries, 10 by 15, perfect. So no fog of war. Failure conditions, nah. Gangs, yes. I'm interested in gangs. Staff needs, yeah, fuck it. Events, yeah, fuck it. Enable tools and needs. Unlimited funds, yeah. Bureaucracy research, yeah. You can start in the center or on the edges. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to start and plan. I think I've put in a lot of work into this one and just trying to mess around, but had some good chats though, man. Had some really good stuff going on here. Volatile gang warfare. That's what I want to see. Gang warfare. More contraband. Should I do more contraband? Fast deliveries. As long as I have the space for it. Fuck, I don't know. Last time fast deliveries fucked me. Old school intake. No release. Prisoners are never released. Their sentences last forever, and there is no parole. Sounds like my kind of prison. Permanent day. Yeah, permanent day, because I just want to get shit. Yeah. Does that mean they never sleep? Or, yeah, that means they sleep. Yeah, that means they gotta sleep. Gotta take care of them. You're my go-to person. No fast deliveries. Didn't you? Fucked you. We should mark that in chat. Fast deliveries didn't fuck you. You fucked you. We should do a multiplayer prison, man. You'll be screaming your head off at me. God damn it, what are you doing? Stop summarily executing the inmates. Oh, you built a power station inside the shower, you idiot. Yeah, let's just do permanent day. I don't want to deal with that. Alright. Let's try this again. Actually, let me take a quick bio. Quick bio, BRB. Alright. What, it didn't start? Alright. Alright. So how do I X garbage deliveries? They don't need to be actually have like places, do they? Oops. Damn it. What was the other one? Exports? Yeah, we'll just put exports here. 10 by 50. That's 10 by 17. Yeah, fuck it. 10 by 12 exports. I will be exporting a shit ton. Wait, did I put 2 garbage? I thought I put deliveries. There we go. Deliveries. Deliveries, garbage, exports. There we go. All right. Let's get back with the prison talk here, viewers. Had some good questions last time. Prison Talk AMA. I can start chatting if you guys want about shit that happened to me. I don't need to build foundations or anything on these, do I? Let's look at my grants here. That's what I gotta start all over again. Basic Detention Center, yeah. Administrative Center, yeah. Let's do those two. Those are easiest. Alright, so holding cell. I need to build a reception center, so... Oh, yeah, this is a large plot, so I can kind of have this down area be here. So I'll have my reception center right here. Large jail door, because it's like the door, right? This is the intake area. This is where they're most likely to escape from. And we're gonna have to build a wall. Oh, I already did build that wall. Oh wait, let me build my power area. We'll build it up top here. God damn, there's so much to this crap. So let's build a quick build. Let's do a utility room. Yeah, I'll do all this stuff here. Here. And we'll do one. Yeah. And I'm gonna need one over here because I'm gonna put admin and people down here. So let's put one. Yeah. All right. Beautiful. All right. Now it needs objects. The R&R guys usually have comfortable chairs, so the reception guys usually do, so we'll give them that one and satisfy them. Why not? And a table. Don't know why that's there, but it's there. And let's put a door here. Another jail door. And this is going to lead to our other room, our holding cell area. It's going to be a big holding cell area. Man, I need more money. Oh, fuck. Intake. I forgot intake. Intake. Closed. Close intake. I'm not ready. So this is going to be our holding. I made reception way too big. God damn, I suck at this. A table and a bench. Goes excellently with a chair. Alright. And a bench. I'll give them a toilet just so they stop bitching because they gotta piss when they come in. God damn it. They can piss in the corner for all I give a fuck. Welcome to prison, motherfuckers. Alright, let's get on with the Q&A or the rapid fire AMA here, guys. Let's do this. Do I turn fast deliveries on? Oh, I need some over here. I don't need to put it all the way over there, do I? Alright, cool. It's all lit up. There are no canteens. God damn it, I gotta do all that shit all over again. Alright, cool. We'll put a canteen and a, actually, put a jail door here. And this will lead to our kitchen and our canteen for our holding area. It'll be smaller. Use your quick build for the canteen. Yeah, I'll definitely use quick build for the canteen. All right, quick build for kitchen and a canteen. So how big's the canteen? Fuck, that's huge. Can I just slap it on top with this? And I'm gonna need the kitchen. Probably right up here, right? Where is my kitchen? And the kitchen and the canteen have to be... Fuck, why do I have less money? And that was not very well done. All right. Yeah, the pre-built ones are pretty nice. All right, kitchen. Oop, and I gotta build a door there. Fucking neighbors are having a party. Asshats. Build a shower, build a yard. Alright. So this holding cell will have access to the yard on this side here. That's what I'm gonna plan on doing here. It's gonna be a concrete yard, because fuck them, that's why. Two guards and two cooks. Oh yeah, that'll be easy. Let's get the cooks here. And where are my guards? And we'll put one. And I gotta build a shower. that's gonna be awesome. And that quick build's pretty fucking sweet. Let's get some water up in, yeah. And we'll use large pipes. I learned my lesson last time. Sweet. Wow. It's coming together. Starting to come together. Starting to come together. Wait. We don't have enough power there. Give him some weights. Let him lift weights. Wait, did I get my money? I need to build 2 offices and hire a warden. Quick. Where's the office? The warden is gonna be in the back here, kind of. Where's the warden? Sorry, my eyesight's not good. Hire an accountant. Yeah. All right, let's get some more grants. Let's get some more grants here. Cell block A. Advance payment. It's time to build your first cell block and transfer the existing prisoners into a cell of their own. Yeah, let's do vegetation rights. I kind of want to get that one going. Oh wait, I don't have enough power there, do I? I have fucking pipes there too. Man, you've been such a big help, bro. Such a big help. Alright, so because I've got this holding cell, so what I can do here, I've got yard access here. I fucked this canteen access, though. Actually, no, here's what I can do. I can build a road. Can I? I'm trying to plan this out here. Got this yard here. I can make this yard bigger. And what I can do is raise my prisoner capacity to... Yeah, let's build our first cell block. Fuck it. 2, 3. Oh, wait. Are they doubling up on these walls or not? Oh, yeah. Shit. Fuck. Gotta stack them on top. 2, 4, 5. I'm gonna do... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do another block here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so we got here. What's wrong with these ones? How do I dismantle this object? Rooms. There we go. Flow that water. So this cell block. They don't have power neither. No, they don't have fucking power neither. There's a canteen there. They can have access to this yard. I'll have to build some walls here. And our chat's kind of died. What's going on, guys? Where the hell are you guys? No. All right. Now I can make another door, and they can have access. I can make this yard bigger, and I could build a bigger cell block. Yes, that's what I'll do. So we'll demolish this wall here. I'll make a door here. Just a regular door. It's going to be housed inside. It just needs to be a door. Fuck it. If it causes problems, it causes problems. Let's get a foundation going here. Concrete. Let's build a bigger yard. It still looks like absolute shit, but they've got their yard door. Wahaha. Alright, flooring. Let's do, dude. It's concrete tiles. Alright. Let's get that intake going. Alright, let's rock and roll. Let's get some prisoners going in here. So we're going to build a visitation room. I've got another door I can put here on this section. Call this cell block A. That's R&R holding cell. Did I not give the warden power? He's probably pissed at me. Shut this window. All right. 4 viewers on the stream. Welcome to the stream if you guys are here. Prison guard playing prison architect. If you got any questions, I guess I'll go ahead and start talking here since it's hit a lull period. So a lot of people ask me, a couple people ask me like, oh, what was it like? Do you have any regrets or anything of that nature? I'll kind of give you kind of like my journey from start to finish here. I started applying for the department in early 2008, and I could tell the economy wasn't going good because I was working for a hardware manufacturing company that specialized in new home and current home parts, like hardware, like for homes, like faucets, cabinet hardware, shit like that, right? So things were going bad. I didn't really have much direction in life going on at the time. I needed to just get a job, right? Like I actually had a girlfriend tell me, are you just gonna sit and work in a warehouse your whole time? That was kind of hard to hear. That was hard to hear, but um, so I applied for the department. It took like a year and a half to get in. Lots of background stuff. just a lot of paperwork, but it's nothing I couldn't, nothing I couldn't get past. The background was easy, everything was easy, and I was able to get through it. And what eventually happened was, oh, that's not good. So I get picked up, and they assign me to the youth authority. Let's just make this bigger. And I get assigned to a youth authority prison. And mind you, I also had to move substantially further away from where I grew up. That's where I spent pretty much my entire life. I ended up moving. So I pack up and I move, and I get to the youth prison. And the youth prisons in California were under crisis, and they still kind of are at this time. And it was like, man, are they gonna shut us down? Like, what the hell is going on here? Like, uh, visitor table, visitor booth, visitor table. So I was there for like a year, and I was like finally getting my footing, finally learning, finally just, getting used to the fact that this was my life. And they announced they're shutting our institution down. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, like I'm just getting used to it. I moved here and they're shutting us down. And I just I I panicked. I was like, man, did I make a mistake? You know, I just didn't know what to do. So I ended up going to the adult prison, right? And and it was a level 4 supermax. So I'm going from kids to level 4 supermax, and it is just a total craziness, just a total different atmosphere, right? Staff are different. Um, it's just not. It's not pleasant at all. Like, it just was not pleasant at all, and it came down to the point where I just didn't want to do it anymore. I was just like, I had to get out. And what is this common room for? But I had a lot of crazy things that happened, and a lot of the questions did address some of the stuff. But at the time, I'm thinking like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a cop. They're putting a badge on me, because we're kind of pseudo peace officers and shit, and blah 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 blah. It's really not all it's cracked up to me, and it's not real police work either. But the toughest part really was the shift work, and just kind of dealing with that, missing out on stuff. Like I had weekends and holidays off before I even got there. And do they want the pool table? They got a TV. So I learned a lot about myself during this time. I I learned a lot about the what I was capable of, what other people were capable of, how harsh reality is, how harsh people can be, what I was capable of, what I wasn't capable of. Um, I also look at the fact that build at least 5 phone booths. This is common room for the inmates or for the staff. We'll see. And then it took me on to my next journey. And the next journey was working as a use of force analyst. And this is where I learned a lot of really interesting stuff. I've become like the smartest guy on Facebook when it comes to like judging police shootings and stuff like that, because it was just one of the greatest jobs I've ever had in my life. And I did not know just how much leeway police have when it comes to using force. And this is a topic that I think that a lot of people don't know about and don't really quite understand. They don't quite understand police use of force. And because of where I was in California, where I am, we follow the California Penal Code, as do street cops. So the policy is very similar. And it's just incredible how much power police actually have, like how much leeway they have to just shoot you and blow you away. And I'm reviewing these incidences and I'm just like, man, that didn't need to happen, but technically they followed policy. So it's just like, what the heck is going on here? What is going on? Like, we're allowing so much to happen, and no one's getting checked on it, and we don't allow cameras in most of the institutions. Now they do, but at the time they didn't. And the ones I was reviewing all had cameras because it was private prisons that I was reviewing. So it's just a crazy, 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 crazy situation to deal with. And you learn a lot too, right? Like, I really appreciated, doing all that kind of stuff, just because of the fact that it kind of brought me back to like my college days, where I actually had to think instead of just being like, just being a knuckle dragging grunt. I can get more grants now. Build an education through bureaucracy, build a classroom, build 20 school desks, have 10 prisoners pass the foundation. Oh, that's going to be a lot. Security procedure verification. Oh, this is easy. This is easy. I can do this one. Prison maintenance or... Raise your prisoner capacity to 50. Ooh, Jayco AA Gaming, thank you for the follow, bro. Welcome to the Havoc Squad, man. I really appreciate the follow. I really appreciate you watching. Let's up our capacity. I wanna get this bigger here. Get some more inmates in. Get some more money. So, going back to like what I'm currently doing in corrections and stuff like that, like, and it kind of goes to what we're talking about here is, I'm now working in like appeals and grievances and things of that nature, and a lot of that stuff is interesting because of the amount of tools and accessibilities that we're giving human beings access to while they're incarcerated. And it kind of boils the question of like, okay, what's the right way to actually do this kind of stuff? Nobody knows what the hell they're doing. Nobody. They came out with studies in the 50s and nobody really knew what the hell they were doing, or how it was all going to play out. I think medical should be close. Medical ward, 2 doctors. Yeah, that's a be easy. Hire a psychologist requires an office. All right. Where's the office? Where's the office? I'm so glad they have this quick build stuff. Where's the psychologist? And there you go. That was a fucking easy money right there. Let's do the utilities. So, as I said before, it's been an interesting ride, and now I work in a cubicle. I've got my safe space, so to speak. But you build this prison here, and it's like, besides building it, actually constructing it, now you see all these grants, and they want you to get your prisons educated, and that's actually true life stuff. Like, the more inmates you get to, oh fuck, is this a door? That's a staff door. Okay, I'm gonna have to enclose this in a wall because that's a fucking dangerous. They'll escape. So this will have to be enclosed. This was poorly planned out, but whatever. Staff need to be, that's a staff door. Let's get a jail door here so they can't break in. No, let's do one from the yard because I need medical response from the yard. And we need medical response on the cell block. And we need to increase our cell block. So I'm going to plan out a new cell block, and it's going to be here. Man, I broke the seal, man. I got to do a quick bio. Quick bio. All right, sorry, I'm back. All right, so, anyways, I think that one thing that I wanted to kind of touch on was the notion of kind of like what this kind of environment does to you. And I think a lot of it has to do with like PTSD shit. But what it really does to you is it makes you numb, and it makes you, I want to say, let me get another grant here. All right, 10 guards. I think what it does is, like I said before, like it numbs you to things, but it also, you really lose out on like family stuff. Like your family, they love you, they always love you, but they start to resent you after a while because you're just never there. And then when you are there, you're quiet, and when you first start out, all they want to do is ask you about stuff that happened in prison, and you don't really want to talk about it. You just kind of want to veg out and just kind of stare off into space. And it's really hard because they're just excited as you are, and after a while you're not into it. You're just like, man, I don't want to do this anymore. And some people do it for 25 freaking years, man. It is not pleasant. Not pleasant at all. So let's get a building foundation here. 50 prisoner capacity. Wait a minute. I got an idea. Why don't I turn this into a dormitory? You ever catch guards smuggling contraband? I've never caught them, but they get caught all the time, bro. All the time. Cell phones is king, dude. It's like $1,000 for a smartphone to smuggle it in, man. It's big money. Big money. They get caught all the time. It's stupid. And I get it, right? It's like money, but it's like, dude, it's so stupid for how much you make and shit like that. It's like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? And it really pisses you off too, because it's like when that happens, when someone gets caught, there's like extra scrutiny on. Whoa, what the hell is this? I didn't want a wall. Son of a bitch. My uncle worked with the criminally insane, and he used to tell me stories about the SWAT gear. Yeah, I mean, the extraction gear I'm assuming is what you're referring to. I've had to do that more times than I can count. Um, and it's really heavy too. And now they make you wear what we call the bunny suits, which is the latex or plastic suits because of the biohazard risk now. Or like it was always a risk. It was always a risk, anyways. So, so now you're sweating bullets because you are sweating bullets, and on top of that, you gotta fight some inmate. Shit, this is not a good place for the infirmary or the rogue. But fuck it, I kind of want some chaos here. Kind of want some chaos here. All right, dormitory. Oh wait, was there a quick build for that? Actually, no. Let's go objects. Let's go bed. Brad Hassanoff, friends, thank you so much for the follow, bro. Really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate the follow, man. Hope you enjoy your stay here in the Havoc Squad. Man, it's blowing up tonight, man. We're really kicking into high gear. Enclosed, surrounded by walls and doors. It is surrounded by walls and doors. Toilet. All right, so actually, let's get some bunk beds up in here. Yeah, you guys are gonna live like pigs. We're gonna cram them in there. We used to have dormitories in the prison I was at, man. It was fucking bad. They shut them down though, cause they where the toilet's gonna be. Damn it. This is where I want all the chaos to happen. I'm gonna put fucking high capacity inmates in here, and they're gonna burn this dorm to the ground. Feel bad for these guys over here. Actually, I should probably build. How big is a shower room? I should probably build a shower room for these guys. Yeah, I should probably build a shower room for these guys. Uh oh. Keep the questions coming, guys. Keep the questions coming. All right, now I gotta get some utilities up in there. Now they need water. All right, that's easy. Let's see what we got here going on in chat here. We got some viewers. So normally in a prison, like I'm not used to building cell blocks like they're building them. We had what was called 180 design prisons, which think like a half of a, what is it, sextagon or six-sided hectagon or whatever the fuck they call those. So it's like half of that, right? And you got all the cells that you can see them. So if you're in the control booth, you can see every single cell 180 degrees. And it was only 64 cells, 32 in the first tier, 32 in the second tier, 64 cells. So it's much more controlled than what this kind of stuff is. This stuff isn't really safe, these long tiered stuff. It's kind of one of the restrictions, I guess, of a 2D game. But everything else is pretty much on point. I don't know why they call canteen a dining area. We would call that a dining area. Canteen is technically the store where they buy shit at. Why has it failed? Enclosed, surrounded by walls and doors. It is surrounded by walls and doors. Hmm. Hmm. There we go. Why is this not working? It is, this dorm is completely surrounded by walls and doors. It's fucking weird. Anyways. Hire 10 guards. Alright, let's get some more staff in here. Let's see what I can do here. Fuck. What do you mean he doesn't have power? I'm so tired of these guys not getting enough power. How do I research shit? Oh, wait. My inmates are here. Let's just stick them in their cells. Enclosed, surrounded by walls. Oh, wait. What in the hell? All right. Why am I not? It is enclosed by walls and doors. I don't want to have to tear this one down. Send 3 cards to control duties. I assign you to patrol duties deployment. Ooh. Hunter, thank you so much for the follow, bro. I really appreciate it, man. Welcome to the Havoc Squad. Doing rapid fire AMA for those who are interested. I'm still trying to figure out how do I assign these fucking guards. Hey, what's going on, Hunter, brother? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah. Damn. I need to get this grant money. Trying to figure out why I can't assign these guards. I assigned them. Where's my grant money? Come on, where's my grant money? I can't get this one fixed. Man, this is a fucking headache. Ugh. I should just build a cell block. All right, we're just gonna dump. I'm gonna dump all of this. This game is hard. Well, it's tedious. Let's get these cell blocks in order here. That should be good enough. I just built 20 cells. Staff room. Alright, we're gonna build a massive cell block. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Let's just build a cell block. Let's run some pipes through here. Where is my large pipes? Oh, there we go. That should be easy. Almost there. We're almost there. I'll get better at this, I promise. I'm gonna demolish these walls here. Got it. Almost ran out of money there. Alright, guys. I am getting close to the end here. It's been about 2 hours, 40 minutes on the stream, so I'd like to open up the floor for more AMA questions. They could be anything and everything. I did a political debate not too long ago. Sports, whole 9 yards. Up to you guys. Let's get some more. Let's get some more stuff going on over here. More action. Anything you can think to ask a prison guard about what it's like to work in a prison, be around inmates. All right, so this one, no canteens accessible. So I'm actually going to demolish these walls and make this. This is going to be a big ass yard. Oh, wait a minute. We're going to enclose this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What do we got? What do we got? We got to fight. We got to fight. We got to fight. Fight, 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 fight. Get him. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Oh, no, no, no. They're escaping. Are they really? No. Oh, no, no, no. They're escaping. No! Where's my staff? Where's my staff? Armed guard. Kill them. What? No. 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 They've escaped. I demolished the wall. They escaped. Holy fucking shit. God damn. Wow. I suck at this game. Kill him. Kill him. Oh no. Kill him. Get him. Get him, get him, get him. Did all of my guys go? Oh man. Oh. They just saw the opening and said, fuck it. Born free. As free as the wind goes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Where the hell are my staff? Lockdown 24 hours, bitch. Fucking trying to escape. Fuck. Oh, wow. What a way to cap off a stream. That is a horrible, horrible, horrible thing. Let's make it so that can't happen again. Like, fucking put walls up. They fucking took off. Fucking asshat. Wow. That is embarrassing. That'll definitely be clipped. That'll definitely be clipped. I'm gonna have to live with that one for a while. Sly, I hope you were not watching that one. not watching that one. So, in case you haven't tuned in, I opened up more cell blocks. I knocked down this wall here and this wall there, and it led to an escape route. Now we know why you were a former prison. Yeah, live on stream. Live on stream. Fucking epic fail. Former prison guard plays prison architect, allows 6 guys to escape. And fuck you. You're injured. You deserved it, you asshat. Sending this to my next place with prospective employment. I already have a job, and it does not involve keeping prisoners inside. As you can see, I suck at that. As a testament of my managerial skills. Oh, oh, you were breaking my balls today, bro. You were breaking my balls today, man. Holy shit. Oh my god. I just designed this like awesome cell block. Like it looked great, and fuck me. Well, oh fuck, that was way too much money. Oh well. How do I assign guards to fucking patrol routes? And my viewership plunges. I can't assign them to patrols. Deployment, patrols. Left click to increase the number of guards deployed to a zone. But man, if he can't control a few 120 bits, how is he going to be able to manage an important account? Yeah. Jerk dick. Hey, since you're talking all this shit, Sly, could you help me assign these freaking guards to patrol so I can get my security certifications here? In the deployment tab you have open, at the top of it, click the patrol box. All right. Patrol. Then select either blue or magnet. It doesn't matter. All right. And then lay down a path with it. I see. Select assign guard. Okay, click assign guard. Okay, click assign guard. It's not doing nothing. Click on the path. Alright, good. Sweet. All right, got it. Beautiful. Thank you, brother. Whew. 2 awaiting solitary confinement, 1 in lockdown. All right. Let's build a solitary confinement. Staff exhaust. 0 arresting. All right, let's get some more staff members here. Let's get some more guards here. Let's get some more grant money here. I need some grants. When's my intake? I don't care if you're exhausted. You're gonna work your fucking ass off. Alright, so we are gonna build some solitary confinement cells. You want food? Fucking pay for it, dipshits. Fucking escape, you ungrateful bastards. I built this fucking prison. Oh, solitary cells suck balls, man. Look at that. It's like just a fucking toilet. They're not that bad in real life. They're not. They're just like any other cells. You just can't leave. Oh, it's not the way it works in real life, guys. It's not the way it works. Alright. Let's see what kind of grants I can get here. Let's raise our capacity here. How do I selected unlimited funds. How do I get more funds? Ooh, it's 12:48 my time. One prisoners have been unnecessarily searched recently. Fuck you, okay? It's prison. You don't want to be searched? Don't come to fucking prison. Don't come to prison, asshat. Check a snap I just posted in Discord. Ooh, that is a freaking nasty solitary, bro. For those of you that aren't in our Discord, man, Sly just posted a picture of his solitary. It's like this big, long fucking. That's depressing, bro. You're brutal, man. I thought I was gonna be an asshat doing all this stuff, man. Jesus Christ. You're like that guy from Shawshank Redemption. Like, put your faith in the Lord. Your ass belongs to me. Now stick your ass in the hole, bitch. Oh, that's freaking comedy. That is freaking comedy. Ooh, Kiara Husk is here in my Discord. Hit her up on Discord, see if we can get her in here and have some fireworks flying. That's two. I got tired of them complaining about not having enough solitary cells. That's 2 weeks in the hot box. But yeah, in real life though, guys, like solitary confinement, like we had a standalone facility which didn't have windows, but most of the time it's just a regular cell, just in a special unit where the inmates don't come out unless they're in handcuffs. It's not like before where I don't know. I've been to Alcatraz before. That hole. The reason why they call it a hole is because there's a hole in the ground where you fucking piss and shit in, which is bad. But that's crazy. This solitary cell, that's bad, dude. That's fucking torture, man. That is torture. Fuck. No wonder why he's suppressed. See if I can get Kiara to come in here. Oh, man. Did I get new inmates yet? I think I built this yard way too big. Yeah, because the way this cell block is, it's just too big. It's just one big cell block. So I think I don't have the money to do it, but I want to build a whole nother facility. But I don't know how to do that. Maybe I should build a dorm. I built the common room and nobody's there. Oh. This one might be easier. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a dorm here. That canteen's too small, so I have to build another kitchen and a canteen, but I'm gonna build a dorm here. Let's go ahead and do that, shall we? Call this like the minimum camp, right? And as we're doing this, guys, rapid fire AMA, because gonna start winding down for the night here as I'm getting tired. But let's do dormitory, shall we? If I can find the fucker. Alright. It's dormitory, bunk beds, and toilets. Alright, so I have to build a shower room too, so let's build a quick shower room. I'll just put it on the back here. That's how they usually are in a dorm. The shower room's in the back. And we'll put some toilets here. Hopefully I run up. And don't you start jamming up on me. I'm gonna need a lot of fucking toilets. Yeah, let's make sure these guys. And we're gonna get some. You guys can wash your hands. And let's start getting some freaking bunk beds here, guys. You guys are gonna live crammed in like fucking military. This is going to be a volatile place here. This is it right here. We'll start from scratch, but I expect some fights here. But the problem is they won't let me put max guys in here. They're smart. They're like, no, those guys got to be in cells. But see if I get some lower security guys. Yeah, I'm going to have a max capacity, man. Holy shit. I built this big fucking dorm. Fuck yeah. This is gonna be a hell. Oh, fuck. Let's get some utilities up in there. One up in there. You get power here too. No canteens. Alright. So we're going to have to build one. Wow. Alright, intake. No. This will be it right here. Whew. Oh, wait. You guys didn't get water? Alright, guys. I'll take a few more questions here. This prison kind of small. Had some fun getting some escapes going. Build a classroom. Yeah, I'll probably have to build it over here. Anyways, guys, for those of you guys still watching, I'll give a few more minutes for any last minute questions. I really want to say thank you guys for tuning into the stream. It means a lot to me. I'm just getting started with all this. I want to thank all you guys for asking questions and for all the follows, all the new followers that I got today. Really appreciate it, man. I'm usually on in the evenings after like 9 Pacific, just due to work and things of that nature. So I'll give a few more minutes. If there's no more questions, we'll go ahead and wrap up the stream. See if I can save this. Send out part 2. Not a very good prison, but hey, when shit goes awry, man, it goes awry. No questions? Nothing? It doesn't look like we're gonna get any more guys, so. Oh, you got one for me? Go ahead, bro. Fuck, Mary, kill Rosie O'Donnell, Jar Jar Binks, Hillary Clinton. That's a good one. I would kill. Um, I would kill Jar Jar Binks. I would fuck Rosie O'Donnell because I think she's a freak. And I would marry Hillary Clinton because she's got a lot of fucking money. Excellent question, man. So, yeah. Fuck Rosie because she's a freak because I saw her in that one movie with Dan Aykroyd. Jar Jar Binks would kill because he's annoying. And Hillary Clinton I'd marry because she's fucking rich. Alright. Oh, no. uh. This guy unfollow. Okay. How about this one? Fuck, marry, kill. I got one for you. Fuck, marry, kill. Would you fuck, marry, kill Fran Drescher, Candace Owens, or Tommy Lauren? Candace Owens, Fran Drescher, Tommy Lauren. Fuck, marry, kill. If you don't know who those are, I'll pick two different people. Have to look up the last two. All right, well, let's do Fran Drescher. Fran Drescher. Oh, this one good. Fran Drescher, Donald Trump, or Ann Coulter. Fran Drescher, Donald Trump, Ann Coulter. Dun dun dun. Marry Trump just to watch people's head explode and get money. Kill Fran. And you'd fuck Ann Coulter. Oh, God. You'd fuck Ann Coulter? God, dude, she's such a bitch. She'd probably argue with you about, like, how to do everything. Oh, God. Oh, God. That's horrible, dude. I can understand the whole Mary and Trump thing, right? Like, I get it. Right? But Ann Coulter, man, come on, dude. Fran Drescher, man, she's got class, bro. I bet you she swallows. Ann Coulter does not swallow. She's like the last person to swallow or get it. Fran Drescher's probably a freak, bro. She'd probably go ass to mouth. Oh, but that voice, dude, face down in the pillow, bro. Face down in the pillow. You could never get out of my. Oh, should we go 18? Yeah, I know, man. I know. Holy snikes. Oh, well. I guess I'll end it with this. It's been a pretty good stream here. Pretty good night. thank you guys so much for a good night, man. I've really needed a night like tonight. I've had some stress at work, stress at home. It's nice to just sit down and get to know some people. And I want to thank you again too, Sly9, man. You've been really helpful, man. I really appreciate your help learning the game and all that kind of stuff. And once again, shout outs to all the people that followed. You know, Third Worlds, ICXD, the Sly9, Jacko AA Gaming, Brad Hasma Friends, and Hunter. Thank you guys so much for following. I'll be back again tomorrow night. I'm going to try and come on just for a little bit every night, just as time allows. So I'll be around, man. So, anyways, you guys have a good night, man. Oh, yeah, no problem, man. I'm trying to support every streamer out there, man. All right, we'll see you guys, man. We'll call it there.